Welcome to this ES6 Concepts interactive demo. Today, you'll learn some of the most powerful and commonly used features from modern JavaScript. These concepts not only make your code shorter and cleaner, but also help solve real-world problems more efficiently. As you explore each feature, you'll see animated visualizations and live code execution that highlight how it works, step by step. Whether you are new to JavaScript or looking to solidify your ES6 knowledge, this demo will make it intuitive and fun. Start by selecting an ES6 concept from the dropdown, like arrow functions, template literals, destructuring, spread operator, rest parameters, or promises. Each one addresses common coding challenges and has practical use cases in applications. Arrow functions. What it is. Arrow functions provide a shorter syntax for writing functions and handle the this keyword differently from traditional functions. When to use. When you want concise function expressions, especially for simple operations or callbacks. When you want lexical scoping of this, helpful in React components or event handlers. Real-world example, adding numbers, filtering lists, or writing callbacks in array methods like map and for each. As you see here, we compare the old way with function versus the new arrow syntax that is cleaner and easier to read. Template literals. What it is, template literals let you embed variables or expressions directly inside strings using backticks and $sign. When to use. When building complex strings dynamically, like UI messages, SQL queries, or formatted text. It's more readable and less error-prone than concatenation. Real-world example, displaying user greetings, building dynamic URLs, or generating HTML snippets. Watch how this syntax allows seamless interpolation of name and age in a greeting message. Destructuring assignment. What it is. Destructuring allows you to extract values from arrays or objects into distinct variables in one statement. When to use. When you need to pull out multiple properties or elements efficiently. Useful in React props, handling API responses, or unpacking values returned from functions. Real-world example, extracting user info from API data or breaking down coordinates from arrays. Notice how we quickly pull first, second, and the rest from an array, reducing repetitive code. Spread operator. What it is. The spread operator expands an iterable, like an array, into individual elements. When to use. To create copies of arrays or merge them without mutation. Pass multiple arguments to functions dynamically. Add elements to existing arrays conveniently. Real-world example, merging lists of items, adding extras to cart items, or copying data structures safely. See how we add an extra element to an existing array without modifying the original. REST parameters. What it is. REST parameters collect multiple function arguments into an array. When to use. When the exact number of arguments isn't fixed or known. Handy for functions that accept variable inputs like sum, log, or event handlers. Real-world example, summing any number of inputs, collecting all extra parameters, or implementing flexible APIs. Notice how the function gathers many numbers into one array to calculate their sum fluently. Promises. What it is. Promises are a way to handle asynchronous operations, making code easier to write and reason about compared to callbacks. When to use. When performing operations like API calls, file reading, or timers that complete in the future. To handle success or failure cleanly with .then and .catch. Real-world example, fetching user data from servers, reading files, or delaying actions. This demo shows a promise resolving successfully or rejecting based on a condition, illustrating clear async handling. Thank you for joining this hands-on ES6 demo. Explore, experiment, and watch your coding confidence grow. If this helped, don't forget to comment yes, and also, please like and share it to spread the knowledge. Keep coding smart, and see you in the next lesson.